Hello, here we are at the Bavarian Bassdays. It's another episode of the Bavarian Basstalk, and I have the big honor to have Maestro François Rabbath here with me to have a conversation about the development of the double bass, because he's the person who has a really long span of experience. And first, I want to ask, how do you see the development of the double bass since your working time? Like, it's very long ago until now.
It's big difference, because I can say for myself, I push so much the level of the bass.
Yeah.
That the people thinks before that I do that, it was impossible to do that in the bass. When I record all the suites, all of them, in the same tone of the cello, the recording exists and you can buy it. The level of the bass are so high now that I can say more than another instrument, more than cello.
It developed.
Development,
It
yes.
developed more than another instrument.
Yes. Before, when I was in the orchestra, in the opera orchestra, and I was playing, and everybody, when you have a solo bass, everybody look at the bass on smiling, you know, how they're going to make a mistake. Believe me, now not anymore.
When was that?
In opera in Paris.
Like the time in the year 1980s?
15 years from now. 15 years from now. I begin when I have 50 years old, I go to the opera. And when Zubin Mehta was rehearsing, and the passage of da 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 da, it's just bass solo. Everybody was afraid. And I say, what's happened? I just see just 5 minutes, okay? And I play it alone. And Zubin Mehta look at me, you play in position? Okay. And we don't know. All the cello play at the beginning want to smile. And now finish. How will we? It's time to respect this instrument.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the evolution are very important. Before we was afraid and afraid to develop another kind of technique. Now I think the bass players are more open, and begin to accept the you know, when you know something, you know it forever. You don't need, you don't forget nothing. So if you add something new, you are more rich.
You can only win.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are more, and don't be afraid to destroy anything. And our capacity is for infinite. You cannot. We can do what we like, but we must know how to add a little by little, and to don't be afraid to add it. And now the evolution are amazing.
Comparing with other instruments, even much more, like you say.
Oh yes.
And
yes.
not just in the bass community.
No. From the other instrument, the level of the bass are very high now. Because if you can play the cello suite in the same tone like a cello, that's mean. When I was in England, and one cello player I was playing it, and he was playing, and he said, it's easy. I say, yes, play it, one octave higher. I want to hear it. He understand that he was stupid to ask to say that. Yeah. I was not show him. I was saying to him to play with me. We play together like that. The people can see the difference of the position. It was for masterclass, and he want to be clever. He asked me that, I say, play it. I want to have. We will see. Octave higher. How? Yeah, we are doing that. That's mean the level of the bass player. I know many bass players are working hard, but now I am not the only one who play in the same tone. In audition, they give him the same tone of cello on the bass, the suite. That's me.
Yeah.
It can be done.
And it's going on and on.
Sure.
It's going on and on.
Sure.
Also, I have another, more a pedagogic question. There is a certain amount of players that, for me, they cross a certain border, you know. Many players are playing until that. I mean, it's quite good. But a couple of players jump over that and are outstanding. What is the reason for that, in your opinion? That some of them, they never make that jump, but some of them make it.
Because the set are not correct. Everybody can be a virtuoso. Everybody. You must know how to help. The professor must, the pedagogue must learn how to teach. You are not pedagogue because you play good the double bass. No. It's not enough.
Absolutely.
No, it's not enough. You must know how to help. But the foundation, when I see many bass player students are holding the bass in a way that they cannot, it's impossible to evaluate in this position, and they work hard, so they fight, and they say, I don't have any talent. It's not true. It's not true.
It's like violin, viola, cello. When you see the way of teaching on that three instruments, comparing with the way of teaching like the double bass was taught like not so long ago, 20, 30, 40 years ago, it was very rare to get a good pedagogue for the double bass. But for the other three instruments, it was far more developed.
Sure.
Why that? What do you think?
Because of they don't respect the bass in this time. Now the bass, they have a bass ensemble. They have many players. He plays solo, and the people when I play when I have a concert, it's full of people. It's not anymore 2 people in the hall.
Yeah.
Because I play a program that they please the people, and especially all my virtuosity is to play one beautiful note. And if you do that, you respect the people, and the people come and you touch them so much, a little by little, the people become to follow me. And now, when you have a Rabbath concert, it's full, and we refuse people, because I don't show my virtuosity. I play to dialogue, to have a conversation with the public.
You show your love.
Absolutely.
To the public. Absolutely. And to the music.
When a public come to he took a taxi, he spent all his time to come and he pay for it. You respect that. So don't come and watch how I play good. Who cares about that? But if you use all the technique to make it. And 2 beautiful notes, for that 3, I kiss you.
What I also see in you, comparing with many other players, is like you developed your own way, your own music, your style, and you became very successful on that. Like on the other hand, there are too many who always follow any certain, I don't know what it is, but they follow a big ghost or
they have a program, and they are always playing the same piece. They prepare that for to make audition. Yeah. So they prepare that, and a little bit by little, they think that it's the only program that he can do. I play Bottesini. I play in the opera comique. I make a concert with the concert master. I play the duo of Bottesini. And it was funny because I was planning the first, I began with the first suite, and after Duo to Paticini, and after the Trout of Schubert. No. And Duo to Paticini must tune it up one, solo tuning. Yeah. I said to the concertmaster, you can put the violin down one. He said, you are crazy. I was obliged to put it in solo tuning, and I was playing the first suite one tone higher than cello. It's stupid. It's stupid. That means it's the only one in my life I do solo tuning. It deformed.
Never ever again.
No, it deformed the sound of the bass. I have 4-string, normal string, orchestra string, and I do everything with. And believe me, you have a lot of possibility to do everything.
I heard it in the concert.
So,
and another question is, like, how do you see, like, the future way of teaching? Because I feel like it's a very important part of how you transport knowledge, Like, people have knowledge about something, but the point is, like, how to present it, what I mean? What to advise to teachers and
the advice
professors?
To teacher, a teacher must be open at the first. Must be not square, open to see how he can develop the personality of the kids from the beginning. Who is the kids? Not me. Him, the king, the star. It's the pupil. You must hold him and push him. He going to evaluate in a way he feel that he is loved, and you believe on him. If you believe on him, he will do it. When I was playing in Lebanon, and I was a violin player came. It was in a restaurant. I was playing because okay, and the violin look at me. So I was giving all my love for him, and I was playing. And after a while, he came and he said, "Let me see your finger." I show him finger. You have a treasure. He said, "I have the same." Say, you have it. It's your finger. He said, "I play violin." He said to me, "You go like that. You go very far," and he go away. The boss of the restaurant came. He said, "What he say to you?" He said, "He pushed me. He said, you're going to go far." He said, "You know it's him?" I said, "No." He said, "You didn't know him." I say, if he say to me go far, that means he believe on me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Believe me, I go far. I do it because he say it. He believe on me. Like if you took it in one word, and all the stuff, it's one word. When you are professor, and you have the kids, and he believe on you. What you say is very important. It's like you say you go far. And when I knew what he was, I said, if he said, if so, I will do it.
That's a super amazing story.
It's the only way how to arrive. It's the only way how to arrive. You must believe on your
I'm very happy you say that.
Sure.
And respect. For me, it's always like I feel to respect my students a lot.
Sure.
Because I experienced also different ways.
Yes,
So, but it's good you say that, and hopefully everyone will hear that. And a last question. You've been here in the Bavarian Bassdays for 3 days. Like, how did you like it?
But I enjoyed very much. The people was very, very attentionnel, very open, and that is very rare for, when you are square, you believe on what, they see something, and I say to them, in one word, you will add, you will be more rich, don't be afraid, and everybody was open, and I am very happy to see that happen, and that is good.
I'm also like, that was my biggest intention in the whole thing, you know, to get people together.
Sure.
And not fighting each other.
No, no,
and
no.
to include
No.
all
Very
the
friendly.
styles, because what you know from many situations in the professional life, it's more a fight than a together. But I still believe if we work together for always and all around the world, especially in those days, you know, where we can communicate so quick from what we had people Venezuela to the other side of the world, it's super important. And I'm glad you say that. And yeah, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you very much.